Hello everybody, Prow here, and we are running across the road here with some seeds in our hand because we're going to need some wheat for this episode. But to get this, I need to go down into the cellar, use our new micro farm here in our amazing new farmers market that we built in the last episode. Why don't you take a look while I get some wheat? Hope you enjoyed the look at the farmers market right there. I love this place. It is so awesome. And we have another build that we're going to need to get done today too. But we have a farm to go with it because that's what I do. I make farms and builds. And today's is going to be a cow farm. Now, I made a cow farm tutorial a long time ago. It's one of the first ones on my channel, actually. It's been over a couple years. And I feel I can do it a lot better now. And I would like to have easy access to beef because I like beef. Beef is a good food source in Minecraft. So what I think is that we're going to build a butcher somewhere, and underneath it, we're going to put this cow farm. So yes, while you can just do something like this to feed a whole bunch of cows, and bam, you have a cow farm, right? This is a little annoying. You gotta get down in there. You gotta make sure you click all the cows. You're probably gonna miss some. The babies are in here too. At what point do you decide, okay, now I'm gonna kill them? How many of them do you kill to make sure that you still have enough to rebreed back up? Then you have to have the little fence trick and jump in here and run around and grab everything. And it's a big hassle. We have a better way. Now, this isn't just any cow farm. It's one that's going to be very lag friendly. So it's going to be good for single player worlds of all types, whether they be low end or high end devices, good for realms, good for populated servers. And it's just going to be really easy to manage and maintain. But first, I need to find a location for the building. So this building right here is the one that we're going to end up choosing. And I was looking at the size that we need, and we're going to need about a 13 wide by, I don't know, about like 9 or so across and about like 8 or so deep like area. So I'm just going to carve out the whole underside of this building and then measure that out. This farm is very modular in the sense that, well, maybe modulars. Yeah, I guess modular is the right term. You can kind of make it any size you want to. Just depends on how many babies you want to be able to make at a time. And you guys will kind of see that. I recommend for this one, watch the whole video before you start creating it. That way you kind of get a sense for how it's going to be and then how big or small you want to make the farm. Because there's some pretty cool and interesting statistics to it that I'm going to talk about once we get the actual farm portion made. Yeah, there's a little bit of a problem digging down in here. We're getting down into our super awesome, but also super big dripstone farm. So this way is not like that. I don't know what to do. We may have to have some sort of like, I don't know, stairway or something, ladder way. We're just gonna stick with ladder way down, and then it's gonna have to like come this way, and it'll have to start going down right here. So I do want this farm to stay in the area. I don't think this one we're gonna have it, you know, a big like decorated area down below. This will just be business up top, party down below. All right, let's do it. Why is this place so dangerous? I just plopped through the floor and almost died hitting the ground because there's a ravine under here. I'm surprised I made it through there. That was pretty impressive. So this just gets more interesting. Okay, so to get things started here, we need to make ourselves a cube. And I'm going to do it from the corner right here. Let's use these. And we're going to start from right there at that point. And we need to make this cube 13 blocks across that way and 11 blocks coming right on that way. So let's go ahead. Oh, and 5 blocks down. So you'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you'll go 13 blocks this way. Then you'll be 11 blocks that way. Okay, now that we have this cube, we need to give ourselves a little bit of a floor. So you can just put in whatever kind of flooring block that you want to, and you're going to want to box this thing in as well. I always like to use glass because glass always gives me that ability to just double check things and see in case something's gone wrong. Maybe some kind of mobs got in here that weren't supposed to. Maybe like some cows got stuck for some reason, etc. So I encourage using glass if you can, but ultimately just make sure it's a fully solid block. Don't use like glass panes or fences or something like that, just in case it could cause some sort of issue. And I totally forgot to fill in this corner. Okay, so next piece we're going to do here, and I'm using glass just because I like to be able to see down there. These first 2 rows on what I'm going to call the front side are going to be glass, just like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to circle on I guess what would be bottom half slabs at that like next level up, and we're going to just circle these all the way around the kind of inside of our main ring here. Now this particular farm that I'm doing, came too far with that. This particular farm that I'm doing will be able to house 10 breeding pairs of cows, but you can essentially make this as large as you want to in either direction, or even having multiple of these pens, and you'll kind of see how to do that once we get it all set up. But this particular one will get us 10 breeding pairs of cows, and we'll talk about why 10 breeding pairs is good and some unique mechanics about cows on Bedrock that is different than Java Edition in just a couple moments. So now that we're inside of this chamber, you want to come to the corner right here. You want to go ahead and pillar up 1, 2 spots and put a brick wall right there. I say brick wall, any kind of wall will work, and fences will work as well. But we're going to put a wall right here and a wall right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this with a space separated between them like this, going all the way down until we reach that same position on this side. And we're also going to do that on this side just like that as well. So we're going to have 10 of these guys floating in the air. Next, what we're going to do is actually we need to take these out, and we need them to be 1 block higher actually. So let's go, or a half block higher. So instead of bottom half slabs, we're going to have top half slabs. Oops. We're going to have top half slabs right here, just like this. And we'll do the same on this side. And although we don't need to, we can just close this gap over here and close this gap over here. Now we can actually divide these pins. We can do so by just taking some half slabs and running them straight across, and hopefully not doing that. And then finally, we can also divide them this way, just like this. Now, once you get to this point, the next portion is actually going to be to get cows. So we're going to need a total of 10 cows. 2 are going to sit in each pen. Once I get them in here, I'll show you the significance of why we're doing it this way and what makes it so easy to manage. Now, once you get a few cows down here, honestly, the easiest way to just get a bunch of them is I would just breed them. And if you've already made your wheat farm, this shouldn't be too hard, because the babies, once you have them, you can just keep feeding them until they grow up. And you should be able to get yourself to, in this case, 10 breeding pairs, which is 20 cows, pretty quickly. Also, feeding them, breeding them, that sort of thing makes it so they don't despawn. So we are safe from them despawning and disappearing on us. Now, once you have enough cows, you want to be able to take these and drop them in these cells one at a time. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to hopefully get them out. I don't know if I can like maybe lead one and then like jump him out. Maybe. Oh, or we might just kill him. I guess we're just gonna do this the very crazy disorganized way. We're just gonna pop that open, and we'll lead them in here one at a time. If any happen to come out on their own, that's fine. And then take the lead off of him, and there he goes. He is in, and he cannot get out. And we just need to get them 2 in every single one. I recommend once you get 2 in one of them, block it off so you don't fall in and so other cows don't fall in as well. Now, once you've gotten to this point, 2 in every single cell, there's a number of things you can do. You can actually leave it like this if you like. The cows can't jump out. Like you can see here, I can hold the wheat. Like they're not coming out of there right now. But if I fall in, I can jump out. If you want to make it look more, I don't know, like make them look like stalls, like you could definitely like throw in, you know, some of these right here, and then you can make it look like a stall and have little doors and that sort of thing on it too, and decorate it. I'm not going to feel the need to do that just because this is going to be underground, so I don't think we really need to decorate it. If I change my mind, I could come back and do it. I don't feel that need right now. Okay, next what you could do is come back down bottom, pop yourself a little temporary hole in here, and you can kind of see from the bottom here what's going to end up happening and how this thing actually works. These cows, when they have a baby, the blocks up here are large enough to keep the big cows from falling down, but the baby cows, since they're so short, they're just going to kind of plop over and down into this area right here. You can also modify this to do pretty much every other animal with a different sort of combinations of walls or fences or half slabs or trapdoors at the top, at the bottom, etc. I don't have all those combinations, but if anybody in the comment section down below would like to give those, please do, because I know you can do every sort of animal in here. I've even heard of people doing rabbits. So super awesome. It can work with any animal. But what we need to do now is we need to let's actually take our pickaxe here, and we need to carve a little sliver right here, because ultimately we need to move the baby mobs, the baby cows out of here. We're going to take a water bucket, place one here, make an infinite water source, and just take that all the way across, so we have water going all the way down. And as you can see here, when I block that off, that water will come all the way down through here. I do need to reset this though. There we go. And there we go. So now baby cows will get pushed all the way to right here. And then once they're over on this side, we need to then take them down again and then push them over this way. We will then take them down another step, just like so. And then we will push them over, get some more water. We will push them down one more time. Next, we are actually going to need to make a place for these guys to go, because we're actually going to want them to plop out this way and down into a kill chamber. Okay, now we're going to bring those cows down. We're going to drop them and we're going to kill them, but we're going to do it in a certain way. Okay, so we're going to pop this out here in a moment, and that's going to drop them down a little hole right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spring glass a couple more blocks down. We'll bring it down to about right here, I guess. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put a dispenser here, a dispenser here. On Bedrock Edition, lava does not knock up buttons. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put a button right here. We're going to put redstone dust beside each one of these dispensers right here. We can go ahead and just put any solid block in front of those is fine. We'll use a piece of stone here. I'm going to take some buttons again and then go ahead and place one right here. And I can't see that. Maybe I should use a different button. I will throw a wood button right here. A wood button right here. I can get this out the way just because it's in my way. It doesn't serve any purpose right now. And we will throw some glass here. Before we put up the next glass, we're gonna throw a lava bucket in this one, a lava bucket in this one, and then we're also gonna throw a stone button right here and a stone button right there. This is actually going to block our lava from flowing down, over, or out in any way. We can also put this up here and this up here, because those spaces do not need to be shown. And then we can grab some chests and hoppers because we need to capture our stuff. Let's go ahead and let's just cap this off. Let's cap this off right here too. And our mobs are going to be sitting. This is going to be ground level. So maybe what we can do, let's take this one out. Let's take this one out. Let's throw in a double chest right here and a couple of hoppers like so. And we'll do the same over here. Put a block right there. And now this chamber is actually all complete. So we're going to have two different ways of killing these guys. If you want to just stay up top, feed the cow some food and not have to worry about coming down here, maybe just want to be able to do it really quick, you can actually have the lava turned on like so. What's going to happen is the cows, they're going to drop down into here and then they'll get themselves sorted out either way. Regardless of what side they're on here. Actually, we should probably, let's just bust this out just in case the drops fall right there. We'll put that in there too. And then they will get themselves sorted to either one of these two different ways. When they grow, their head will be in the lava and they will die. We pop this out right here. Well, we'll put a button here. We'll pop this out. That makes sure our water does not fall down into there and mess up our lava. We could go ahead, we could put this back in. And now what I should be able to do is if we take ourselves back up top here, and I need to get some wheat on me. Now I can come in, I can feed the cows, nice and easy. And we can look down here and see all of the baby cows. They're falling down. If we could beat them over here. And they're plopping straight down into here. And they are going to eventually grow up and get killed by the lava. So what are the big benefits? Well, where did this guy come from? So what are the big benefits of this type of a farm? Well, there's a few things. It used to be that you could actually end up refeeding all the cows without them breeding, and you would waste a whole lot of wheat. That's not the case anymore, so that's fine. But this helps you keep organized, right? You're not creating a lot of lag because entities sitting on top of each other creates a lot of lag. Those of you that make the little 1x1 holes where you have like 30 cows inside of one little hole splashing up and down with some water, that's inefficient for a lot of different reasons. First of all, generates a lot of lag. Those entities colliding and jumping up and down. Terrible for realms, terrible for popular servers, terrible for low-end devices, and terrible if in general you have a lot of things going on in your world around you, like we have storage systems and all that sort of thing around here. Reduced lag, way reduced lag. Also, makes it a lot easier to make sure that you breed all of the cows you have available. We can super easily just run through here and make sure we breed each pair. Also, we're not wasting food by hitting the baby cows with it as they hop up and down with these cows. We always know how many cows that we have. So in this case, we have 10 breeding pairs. In your case, maybe you have 20 or 40. You can have quite a lot of them since you're not creating a lot of lag with this farm. So it's really easy to go through and hit them. And one big Bedrock Edition exclusive is you can actually continually rebreed these guys every 1 minute, whereas on Java Edition, you actually have to wait 5 minutes. So you don't need to have too many of these cows in here since you can rebreed them so frequently. You're going to find that you really only need as many as it takes to run around and breed them up in 1 minute. And by the time you get done on one side, you can then run over to the other side and rebreed them again. And it looks like we have some kind of glitch happening because that's the second baby that's popped up here. Also, if you wanted to, although I can't do it right now because I have baby cows in here, if you wanted to be able to speed up your process of getting beef and you have tons of wheat, you could actually replace like a couple of these with like maybe some fences in the corner, and it would just make it so you would be able to feed the cows through here to make them grow faster and get beef faster. I don't really do this, but it's definitely a possibility because you can feed a cow 10 pieces of wheat and make it grow up into an adult cow. That takes a lot of time though, so I think just waiting for them to become babies is fine. And then also, let's say we don't want them to automatically die. Let's say we want them to grow and then become adults, so we can then hit and kill them with a looting 3 sword that will also cook them. If you have the fire aspect enchantment on it, you could also do that. You might want to, of course, but to do that, I put glass right here. Again, I can't pop it out right now because I do want these guys to grow and die. If I were to put a half slabs like across through here, that would be fine. I would be able to then hit all of them to kill them after they've grown up. If you want to make it easier to where you only hit the adults, you could put half slabs on the top section, and then you would only see the adult heads, and you could hit them that way too to kill them. Now that we've pretty much finished in here, we need to get a building on top. I got a cool design I want to start working on. We don't have a ton of time left in the episode, so we're going to do this in a couple of jump cuts of working on some bits and pieces, and I'm going to start doing it on stream, which I'm about to fire off right now. If you're not following me on Twitch, make sure you do. Twitch.tv/Prowl8413. How many follows can we get from this one mention? I'm going to be keeping a lookout. Let's see how many follows I can get on Twitch. Go hit that follow button now. Okay, we're going to start out by doing a little bit of framing up on this thing. And I'm going to actually put this one together a little bit different because the idea I have in my head is really focused on 2 main features, which is going to be to do with this front section and then something going on the inside. So I'm actually going to design those things first because I want the whole design for everything to like center around those things. And that main feature is going to have something to do with this area right here. So I need to get this up like kind of high. I don't know if 5 will be enough. We're going to kind of have to gauge it out a little bit. And then maybe this one will be, this probably needs to be 4. Yeah, this needs to be, well, I don't know. Yeah, it probably needs to be 4. We may be able to shorten it by 1. We'll see, which means this probably needs to be 6. Hold on. And there. And then we could chop a couple of these back down. Okay. And what we're wanting to do here is I'm envisioning like some like form slash sort of like display area here, right? Because this is going to be the butcher's house, or not the butcher's house, the butcher's market, his market stall. So at this market stall, the butcher is going to be selling and displaying his goods, right? This is still, I wanted it to be here. Maybe we'll have to do it like this. Maybe we'll go like this. Oh gosh, Blue Jay's on. Everybody run away! Run away! We'll go like this. And then like this. You know, like come down like 2-ish, like that. In which case we can bring it all down one more. Okay, hold on. Let me sort this out. I think that looks really good. And I have a plan for this area too, but I don't 100% know how I want to execute it yet. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to lay out the foundation and maybe some of the actual like blocks, like some of the like wall blocks and stuff. That way we can start to see what it's going to look like when it all comes together. Okay, I took the liberty of doing a little bit of this on stream, and this looks really good. We have like the like little like tent canopy thing kind of hanging down here, and it's hanging over this side, and we'll end up modifying this area a little bit. And this took me a little bit of fiddling around to get it, but it's looking really good. The idea is that you could come over here and you can purchase your goods from the butcher that's going to be selling it to you right here. We may even like pop like a little window in here or something like that, where like it would be a cash register, not a register because of the time setting that this town is in, but you get it. Like I would make my payment right through like a little window right here or something, right? And the meats would be on display back here. So like I was thinking, like, what if we had like, you know, all of these like little things. We'll put meats in item frames. And then somebody recommended that I try a campfire because you can put food on the campfire. Yeah, that might not work because it sits too low, and would it look weird if it sat this high? I don't know. It might work. We're gonna try it. How does that look when you're standing on this side? I don't know. We're gonna try it out. I like the idea of having like something be slightly different, right? So we're gonna see if that works. Put this fire out because you could take meats and put them on there, right? Like you could. Oh well, this is cooked meat, so I can't sit this on there. But we can get some raw beef and like pork and chicken and like set them on there, and that might look pretty cool. As you can see, like I've already started chopping into this. This is why I did the front first. This was like, this is the masterpiece. This is the design right here. So in this case, and you guys can think of this too when you're building, if you have a master idea for how you want to do something and you want to focus the rest of the build around that, do that part first instead of me putting up a whole building, a roof and everything, and then trying to put this on in the front and it doesn't fit. And then I have to make my centerpiece of the building not look good, or not even put it on because the rest of my building isn't like the way it's supposed to be. So just a word of advice, go with the flow, whatever that flow is that works best for you. You don't have to do things in a certain order the whole time. And after spending a little bit more time with the stream here, we changed the decor a little bit and it looks really good. And I got a little bit of a structure around so we can start to see how the building's going to shape and come together. We got a little back wall in there. As you can see, I have a sheep tied in with me right here because we're going to take this guy. Let's bring him in the back door here. Come on, buddy. I'm calling him buddy, but he's not going to like me very much here shortly because this right here is going to be like the slaughter room. So we put something maybe like this up and then tie him up here. And unfortunately, this is where the butcher gets the meat from. But don't worry, we're not going to show that part. But what we will show is the preparation of the room here. So we would probably have, I don't know, maybe like a hole. Does it make sense to put the hole there? Probably doesn't make sense to put the hole there. Hold on, I need to get this. Maybe we'll put a hole right here. And then we will put this as like a drain there. Put that maybe like flush here. And then, sorry guys, we're gonna need a little bit a little bit of this around because yeah, bad things happen here. And I'll just probably put in like a little bit of flooring below here, and I'm going to put a water bucket there. And I'm not going to power this because I don't want to right now. Oh, missed a spot right there. Now we could put some water down there, put our grate back over top. And yeah, it looks like an area where we wash the water out, or wash the room out, and all of the bad stuff goes. Also, I need a door. And now with the two main features I wanted to install to the building, I'm going to go ahead and just finish off the rest, and I'll bring you guys back in to take a look, and then we'll do the RTX lighting at the end. Okay, and I've put in a lot of hours to this, and I think it looks really good. We got an amazing looking roof on here with a number of detailing and texture blocks built in. I really went overboard with the landscaping on this one. I don't know. I guess the butcher just has a soft side for landscaping. With the bushes around the entrance and stuff. Mostly I just had a lot of like blank wall, and I needed to figure out a way to hide a lot of it. So and that really happened mostly because like the interior of this building had to be a certain way, right? So if we go inside here, we have some hanging meats from the wall. That I don't know which animal is which, but we have some hanging meats from the wall. You got some blood's been dripping around. We got some barrels here that maybe he would be shipping out some meats to if anybody's buying in bulk, maybe the restaurant, for example. We have the meat cutter here. It's definitely a meat cutter, some more blood. We got the room here where the dirty deeds actually occur. And it does have a water spigot to rinse the floor, and then all of that goes down the drain right here, and then the butcher can come over here and wash his hands off. As you can see, he kind of needs to change the water a little bit. He's got his tools there ready to be used. And if we go up front here, here's the little stall where he would be making his sales. He's got his meats all out on display, and can conduct business through the little port right here. If we kind of pop through, you can see the other side, the way it looks. We've detailed the pathway. We've added in a lot of little details around the place that I could to make the build look a little bit more 3D and a little bit less flat in all the areas. And you guys can guess with these guys what's going to happen to them. It's not going to be good. But if we turn on RTX mode, as you can see, pitch black in here, except that's kind of odd. The redstone glows even though it's not powered. I wouldn't have ever thought that, but I guess that's just RTX for you. So yeah, we need a little bit of lighting in here. There's no lighting on the outside of this place either, so it would look rather bland at nighttime. So time for one more transformation. Okay, nighttime is setting in. Let's take a look and see if we've lit it up enough. Yeah, that's looking really good. I really hope a creeper doesn't blow this thing up. We got some good lighting on the outside that kind of lights up the area where somebody would make purchases. So if anybody wants to make a purchase in the early morning, late evening, they would feel safe in doing so because it is well lit. If we go over here to the side, it's not bad. It's by the doorway. I think that's okay. We don't really need a light away from the doorway. We got chest monsters here. We got torches here that I need to get out the way because I don't want those to mess with my vibe I got going. We got a couple lights by the back door because the butcher would come to the back door possibly early in the morning or late at night after the sun is set. So to have a little bit extra light here is good. We got a light hanging from a branch out here, which is doing good too. And I put a couple over here on the side as well, which is perfect. And then lastly, if we check the, ooh, do I need one up top? Maybe we should, here, let's put one up top here. Yeah, I like the way that looks. That looks really good. And then if we check the interior here, hopefully, yes. This lit up very well. I wanted to make sure it's nice and bright because our butcher will probably be putting in hours early in the morning or late at night before customers come inside. And he needs, of course, oh, is that a spider? Nope, that's just redstone rails. Cool, powered rails. So yes, this place turned out so good. It looks absolutely amazing. I am loving it. Hope you guys are too. And that is going to complete things for the butcher shop today. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know how you liked the cow farm idea, and let me know how you like the way that the butcher shop turned out. my builds, I keep liking them more and more as I go. This one was really fun. I liked it a lot. Also, got a little bit of news for you guys. We now have memberships available here on YouTube. So click on the memberships button if you are interested. There are a number of perks there for anybody that becomes a member, which hopefully you guys like that idea. And it's a great way to support me and the channel if you prefer to do that over other methods such as Patreon and some of the other methods that I have made available. So check it out, become a member if interested. But if you can't, just click that subscribe button. That's awesome too. Click the like button on the video. I said drop a comment, do that as well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.